Hello, hi, I'm Patricia McNeely. I'm an Illumined Blue-Ray Twin Flame from Chicago, Illinois. And today I'm going to talk to you about love, just simply love, but in some aspects that you may not have realized of who you are, of actually who you and your twin flame are. Love is multidimensional. And if I were to put a theme song to this, the theme song would be a little bit like Lionel Richie's song, Tell me how to win your heart, because I haven't got a clue. But let me start by saying, I love you. Okay, you should be doing that every single day. Now, that's hard to muster up on some days, and it's hard to muster it up at the human level, and it seems to be sometimes not so much of a challenge at other levels. This is where the rubber meets the road, people. Your timeline has shifted. You have felt the shift. Some people are calling it the thinning of the veil. It's actually a lot more than that. And there's more to come. You are leaving the levels of the fourth dimension where perpetuating some patterns of relationship just won't be possible anymore. That's good news, okay? But some of the other things that you should continue is expressions of love. You actually have more than just a few love languages. And your ways of expressing should take a multidimensional form. Because you are everywhere in every part from every life. That is where you are coming in from. And this is getting very confusing for people because all of the running and the chasing, the running and the chasing and the scatter and running around like a chicken isn't helping people. It's exhausting. Furthermore, there's a lot of things that are being said out there that are just not correct. They're not accurate because things have changed. Your body is different. Your twin flame body is actually different than it once was. There's new parts that weren't even accessible before. You also have patterns that can't be sustained. You can't keep it up. You can't keep up the ruse. You can't keep up the mental connections. You can't expend your energy in the wrong direction. And it will feel like that to you. That's a big piece of what is going to be happening throughout the next several months. You are getting ready to have what belongs to you return to you. And for some of you, that's been happening in stages. And love, real love. Not the kind where you're chasing each other like children on a playground and pulling each other's hair and running away or calling names and then, standing there at a distance. A mature level of love, an expanded level of love, and not just a spiritual love, but a primal, passionate, multi-dimensional, loving, never-ending love story. True love stories don't really have endings. They have chapters. They have books. So what are some of the things that you should do? Okay, you should do heart communication. This also does not mean chase your twin on the internet or the perceived twin. If someone has told you to back off, take them seriously. Don't get yourself in trouble. And that way you guard your heart and your own personal well-being, okay? That doesn't mean push the envelope. That means take someone, if they're asking you to do that, to do it, okay? If you're not sure, then err on the side of caution and don't, okay? There's other ways to express your love without getting yourself in trouble. There's other ways to express your love than coming up with some kind of a fake identity or false profile just so you can keep surveillance on someone. That's not love, okay? That's actually coming from a place where you're just so scared that you really won't know what that person is up to. And how do you express love? Okay, it actually, for twin flame people, it does begin with yourself. You have to be loving of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your stress levels. You have to take care of your well-being. You can't put yourself in harm's way in any way, shape, or form. That's number one. Number two, you have to muster this up from somewhere. It's easier said than done on some days, isn't it? I know, and I'm not just speaking to women, I'm speaking to men and women. You're putting an unfair burden on the men. They have actually been doing their part and boosting things. They're even feeling things that you never dreamed that they would feel. They're feeling aspects of your menstrual cycle. They're feeling aspects of your migraine headaches. They're feeling aspects of what it is to be like. That is a part of this energy. You yourself also have been feeling, okay? And maybe you're tired of getting, the feelings that you don't want to feel. So let me start with something. I'm going to start with a quote here based on this card that I got. There's a place I love to get cards because they're so inspirational. Oh, the comfort of feeling safe with a person, having neither to weigh thoughts nor measure words, but pouring them all right out just as they are, certain that a faithful hand will take and sift them. Keep what is worth keeping, and then with the breath of kindness, blow the rest away. Okay? You can't do that with people in the physical because egos get involved. And furthermore, the Throat Chakra connection gets involved. So it's not always the ego that protects you. Your ego is intended to protect you when you've been flying solo. Ego walls and heart walls continue to tumble down for true lovers. Running and chasing falls apart for true lovers because you have an eternal connection. But what about this? Would you like to feel safe where you're not measuring your thoughts, your words, wondering if you'll be rejected, wondering if they'll take what you're saying and have their minds twisted, wondering if they'll just walk away without any reciprocation or even acknowledgement? Some of you would just like acknowledgement. You are not invisible. Love has found you. Right there is proof of your immortality. Sometimes that's the only immortality and being present that we really want. That you're not invisible. That you're not going unnoticed. Blowing the rest away. Are you using the parts of you that are intended to get rid of it? Are you knowing how to do true heart communication? I don't feel that a lot of people have actually gotten to that level yet. Okay? A lot of people have endless chatter going on. What happens with the endless chatter? Now I'm doing this, now I'm doing that, now I'm driving the car, now I'm cooking the dinner, now I'm doing the laundry, now I'm doing this. Okay? That winds up feeling like that's just a bunch of static on your twin unless you can help them tune in the channel properly. How do you do that? You do it by tuning in. Okay, let's take another one. I'm going to tell you something. Years ago when I started doing videos, and I have several, I have over 300 videos on all these subjects. I want to tell you, I was starting to notice something. There's a majority of women just watching videos. And I said to myself, where's the men? The women love their men. The men love women. But where are they at? Well, guess where they were at? They were watching other kinds of videos. Things that clicked with their mind. Things that clicked with what they felt were their way home. So I had this other card. You may have seen this in a different video. Love is in the air. But so are, along with toxins and flakes of dead skin and dust particles and flying insects and killer viruses. Love you. Okay, but what is the point here? A lot of the masculine has had their own fears and they've been looking at things that promote their fears. Bring your twin off the playground and bring them lovingly home. bring them the way that we've always brought them off of the places where they need to get cleaned up and they need to be tended for. That doesn't mean you have to go give them a sponge bath. What that means is you have to let them feel the love. You feel the love, okay? You feel the love. What makes you feel the love? Well, maybe it is people doing things for you. This is what I'm going to do later. I'm going to bake some cupcakes that are in the shape of hearts. Have you ever given flowers to a man? Flowers are very plentiful around this time. Look at how gorgeous these are. Are you going to give a flower to someone that you know and love? Okay? Spread the love, not the fears. Spread the love, not the aspects of hesitation and embarrassment and discouragement and fear and fears of rejection, fears of what would people think, what would people say. If you don't know how to navigate this, it's time to come talk to me so that I can help you, or it's time to join my classes. My classes are intended to help you feel a deeper and higher love and keep your love story going. You actually have a love story. So your love story could start like this. Once upon a time in a galaxy far away, where we've heard that before, but it's actually true for a lot of starseed people. A great adventure took place. People met each other. People had great adventure and fun and passion and exploration, and they learned who they are, and they learned what they had inside, and they learned about themselves, okay? Then they found love, and they learned even more, and they saw the mirror, and they saw what was reflected back to them. That is part of what a mirroring exercise should do, is show you who you are. See yourself in the eyes of other people. But some of you are seeing who you've been in another life. Have you been a witch? Have you been a warlock? Have you been a wizard? Have you participated in things? Have you been the person that has done this, that, or the other thing? Have you, and who are you? Okay? That's all a part of your own love story. That's a part of what made you who you are, what's made you interesting, or what's made you have to get a little bit of cleanup. Cleanup on AL5. Yes, some of you have needed a lot of cleaning and clearing. I'll give you another one. How about with some of the soulmates, okay? Puppy love, okay? But some of you will be going through a level that elevates you even beyond that, and yet keeps it innocent and pure and sweet. Love is sweet, and love is kind, and love is giving, and love keeps rolling up its sleeves and saying, okay, not like in the way this is going, but we're going to have to roll up our sleeves here and go in and go back to the drawing board. But how do you do that? You do it with the body that God has gifted you with. And how do you express love? Okay? I know that there's a lot of people who don't agree with this because of the commercial aspects of it. Well, I say to you, these are simply expressions of love. These represent putting people to work. Someone grew these flowers and picked them, and someone drove them and delivered it, and someone arranged them at the store, and someone rang them up, and someone, okay? If you poo-poo on it, you're just kind of missing the point of what keeps the chain of life going here. Someone wrote these cards, okay? These don't have to cost you a lot. Maybe you're not a card person. Write your own. Write your poetry. How do you get in the mode of writing something? It's with love. Your twin is your muse each and every time. Those parts of you that are here yearning to be free, yearning to be expressive, yearning to feel, yearning to create, okay? The creative process doesn't happen without love. No matter what kind of creative process it is, even if it seems like it's highly intellectual, or if it seems like it's very pedestrian, academic, like it's an everyday thing, it starts with love, okay? That includes your mission. Now, if you're waiting around for your twin to join you on your mission, you're already in the mission. You are already in it. You started the minute you were born. That was, coming in here. This is people who are starseeds. These are people who have already been here on the planet in several incarnations. And yes, there's a distinct difference between people who are starseeds and who have been here in a lot of Earth cycles, okay? Both groups can be equally tired of Earth and Earth stuff and Earth things. How do you feel your twin escapes it, okay? How do you help your twin to escape the escapism? You have to do it in a certain way, and it will involve working with the part that you really want to put together, your body. You're not only here to be in this life, you're here to finish out this life. And I want to just tell you that a lot of things that happen when people say, you know what, maybe it's for this life, it's just because they don't know how to do it, okay? I do know how we are doing this. I'm leading people through it step by step. A lot of the things that I reported about a year ago, 2 years ago, are actually coming to fruition now. Like, meaning they're coming in and they're able to be felt now, felt, perceived. And other people might be saying it, I already said it. And not only that, I already know I've formatted the information so that you can bring yourself through it. Because like it or not, once you're done healing, you have to maintain your love. Maintaining your love doesn't mean that you get together with that person and then you plop yourself and just say, I am so dang tired. I've been running this whole spiritual journey on my own and I'm tired. Take over, please. A lot of people would like to do that, but that's actually not how it works. That's not how it works. You also have to understand that you have each been masculine or male in multiple lives. Just like your twin has been female in multiple lives. Isn't that a shocker? Or maybe not. Some people do feel that this is how it is. The masculine isn't always embodied in a male body, nor is the female always embodied in a female body. So what's up with that? That's a part of the androgyny. Androgyny doesn't mean you go neutral. Androgyny is how you really feel things. And it's not neutral whatsoever. It actually is your passion points. So how else do you show your love? I love you. Okay, well, let's start with the really big one. Heart. Okay, are you heart healthy? Are you taking the things that make you heart healthy? All the stress and pressure takes a toll on even the healthiest person. And like it or not, you're being pressurized. You're being pressurized and you're being pushed, and there is no turning back. Nor would you want to go back. A lot of people think they would like to go back, but what you would be going back to would be, a lot more difficult than just keeping one foot in front of the other. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's what you have to do. So when it comes to expressing your love, how do you express it? There's so many ways. You can create, you can cook, you can bake, you can write a song, you can write a poem, you can paint something. You can do some kind of act of service. That's how humans roll with love. Those are human levels of love, which is why sometimes people out there will say that, those expressions of love aren't valid. That's just romance and hearts and flowers and candy. Well, I'm sorry, but when you're with the person you love, you want to gush. You want to express. You'll do that and then some. You will want to heal that person. You will want to take away their troubles. You will want to make it better. You will want to give them whatever good love medicine, okay? And you're not going to be able to do it through the ethers anymore. You're handing everything back in the ethers that doesn't belong to you. And everything that belongs to you is being handed back to you. That is one of the hugest things that has happened with the lunar eclipse energy. And this energy started last year in August, and it actually started for a lot of people the year before that. But now it can move along because now things that you never thought were accessible before will start to be accessible. And that's how love rolls, how twin flames roll when you're doing the twin flamey way. The twin flamey way is very different, although it does encompass everything that you are in your human life and human way. Your twin is not going to be dissimilar to you. Your twin will get you. For many people, your twin knows your language. Your twin not only will understand some of the things that make you tick, but the things that light you up. It's up to you to light yourself up too. Don't be in a depression. Don't be in despair. I know how to budge people out of that and get it going. You can't stay in lower level energies because it winds up taking a toll on you. You can't be in the dark anymore. It winds up taking a toll on you. And I know how to get people to do this. Not only do I know it, I have the higher level connections to be able to do that. I spent quite a bit of time making those connections. So to help you with this, when you want to bring yourself to love, I'm going to tell you something very simple. When you're struggling, okay, find one little thing you're grateful for and one little thing that you notice from nature, okay? So I can genuinely say that last year, I had a really tough time. It was sort of like the year from hell. There've been a couple of years in my life, not a lot of them, but there have been some here and there that I would describe it that way. And it was tough. It was really tough. And nature got me by. So when the winter was tough and it was bitter cold, and I use that word on purpose, bitter, and I was, really not liking it and a bit upset and perturbed, I would try to find some sign out in nature that let me know it's going to shift. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And you know what I saw? I saw flowers in the snow. Now, people that are from Europe, you'll know this flower, a crocus. A crocus will start to sprout up through the snow. Why? Because it's its time. Okay, it has a beautiful purple flower similar to this purple. This looks actually blue in the video, but it's purple with yellow, and it's faithful. It always comes. And it's a sign that the season will change. The season of your life will change here. What are some of the other signs? Changes in the wind direction, that's a sign. So sometimes you have to take your cues from nature, let nature be your friend, and let gratitude be your friend. Let your gratitude be that love found you. And sometimes, just for now, that's enough. But you build on that. You build your foundation with love. Part of the reason that I was able to do this video is because I actually got myself in the mode of love. I'm going to bake for some people. I bake for myself too because I enjoy it. One of my meditative things to do, it's not a meditation. I like to chop vegetables. That's when sometimes inspirations come to me, and when I'm sort of in that zone of like letting it flow through me. What works for you? Okay, turn on music. Let music be your friend. Listen to love songs. Don't keep repeating those same old country and western lyrics that say, loved and lost and loved and left me. Something uplifting, something that simply says, I love you. Okay? And treat yourself well. You can treat yourself well in various ways. Okay? And these are just some of the things that I know that's going to be something that some people have never thought of, and other people say, you know what, I've been doing this for a while, and it's, I mean, I've been doing it and doing it. I've been doing all the little things. Well, I have a response for you. Oops, it's not always easy being green. There's someone in my neighborhood that drives around with that on their car. It's not easy being green. It's not easy being blue. It's not easy being red. Whatever color you originate from, some of this is not easy, but you're the strong people who are actually enveloped in love. There are people out there that some of you may help down the line that have no idea what level of love this is. It's not to be taken for granted. It's not to be taken lightly. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is there's a lot of talk about running and chasing and how you should never run, you should never chase. It does get exhausting. It's been a part of us. Men are hunters, women are hunters. Women are trackers, men are trackers. You hunt and chase until it gets exhausting. How the Runner Returns is in my Twin Flame book 1. This book here. It is through your connections. Your life body has meridians and chakra points that only connect to each other. You have a high card connection only to each other. A lot of you have seen this depicted in some kind of a diagram. There's your higher self, and there's some kind of thing that goes down to your heart. There's another person here goes down to their heart. And you say, I don't know how we're doing this. Guess what? You're doing it. You're doing it, and you're going to like it, and you're going to say, I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Because when you start to feel that passion flow again, and this is the month of passion, and you start to feel the things that your body is really here for, because some of you think your body is just a channel, or that your body just has a few gifts, and that, these gifts are just for certain people. That's not true. Gifts are inherent to twin flame couples. It's a part of your makeup. It's a natural part of you. Not only that, having fun and passion is really what is natural to you. Not saying, hang on a minute, I've got to do this. We've done all that stuff in past lives, getting things set up. So let's keep this simple. And I have one more, William Shakespeare. When I saw you, I fell in love. And you smiled because you knew. That's that eye contact people have, where you just look at each other. I have loved you since that moment, and I always will. You always have, you always will. And with true twins, it never gets boring. You can do the laundry, it doesn't get boring. You will never have some of the things as you continue to clear things. So please try my book. It is here to help you. It's here to explain things to you. And it is based on my experience. Everything that I present, even including the omega-3s, I actually take these. I have the blood pressure of a 25-year-old person. I've gotten all of my numbers in line, including just several health issues, and I know how to do some things. This is what I like to help people with, is to cut to the chase, help them get their inner and their upper chakras going. This is in my webinar. I have a series of webinars, or have a one-on-one causal body session with me. Now stay tuned to my channel. Please subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know you can follow me on Instagram. You can subscribe to my video. Thank you to everyone who has been checking me out and checking my videos. It's quite a bit of material to get through, and we still are moving along here. So there is a deepening and there is a heightening that is going on so that you can really be in love, in love. And that is a beautiful thing. That is what the divine has intended for you. And yes, you are in the divine timing of it. It's not for someday my prince will come. The princes are here. The princes are your page. Your prince is the Knight of Swords. He is the Emperor. He is the Magician. Yes, they are all here. So please don't doubt, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day. It's been a pleasure to know a lot of you. I absolutely admire your devotion to your lover. And so please do something where you can feel that frisson of love and get going again. Okay? So thanks so much, and bye. Have a wonderful day. And there's going to be more, of course, but love is the theme of this. So stay in love, okay? Please don't doubt it, ever. Okay, bye. Have a good day.